I got some elbow pain. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
Jamie, NatFit, since 2017, he's got big plans for the sport of arm wrestling. 2021, we're glad to have him on board. He's got over 20 different products that range from, kids to old people. So check it out. Jamie Shellen, NatFit. Bam. Dude, B Spuds,
Listen,
you have no idea how much you've messed up.
Jamie did not want to be the second sponsor and for you to give him that introduction. What he paid for was for the beast to say, welcome aboard, Jamie. We love you. The community loves you.
We do. Not just because you have Arm TV tattoo. He's a genuine good dude.
They don't make him any better than that dude.
I mean, I've been back in COVID.
Schoolboy and let me think here. What's his name? Lindley's son. He just arm wrestled.
Yeah, Tucker.
Lindley Keaty's son. Tucker. Schoolboy and Tucker are the same person. That's the level.
Yeah.
Which that means they're both pretty fucking good.
So
under the top 50, but there.
Everyone keeps talking about he's the future John Brzezinski. Oh, because he
started
I don't
so
know
young. How old he is. How old is he?
He's like 20 now.
Yeah. When John Brzezinski was 20, he won the over the top tournament in Petaluma. Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
That's retarded talk.
Yeah, no.
Schoolboy's like, hey, if he's lucky, he could be a damn Ron Bath. That's who he looks like to me. Big, tall joker. But, Ron Bath's a bad motherfucker, boy. From 25 to 35, Ron got real.
Okay, let's just put this in perspective. Let's go back to the big wall tournament, the big one that you won, the Hammers.
The last true arm wrestling tournament in the United States. Yes.
That one.
2016 WAL Finals. Yeah.
2016 WA Finals. Exactly. Yeah. Just to give me some perspective, if a 20-year-old schoolboy was in that event in the very beginning, how many deep was the heavyweights?
Probably 40.
40. And he's, I guess, 240 pounds. So would he be in the heavyweights or would he be in a different class?
It depends. He could lose to 220 maybe. Looks like he probably could. But
okay, so let's go.
There's a lot of problems down there too.
So let's go two scenarios. And this is just so I can have some perspective. Schoolboy, and how many deep is the 220s at the 2016?
30.
So give me two scenarios. He drops to 220s. Today's Schoolboy, from what you've seen.
10th place. 10th place in the 220s. 18th place in the supers.
So is that
slightly better? Slightly better as a 220 guy.
I mean, is that awesome?
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, him and Tucker had a war in the losers bracket.
But as an arm wrestler, if you don't place in the top 10 or in the finals, you're pretty disappointed with your.
Not at that tournament, you wasn't. No.
At that tournament, you were like.
At that tournament, Bill Runkle, Wayne Withers, these are bad dudes back. But we going through them like they ain't even there because it's on. Me and Jerry, waiting to get to Dave. Nick Zena's chilling over there. And I'm not talking about the Nick Zena that you see messing with, with the dude in Florida. I'm talking about a stupid Nick Zena that is fucking, fire coming out of his fucking nose and shit. And then you drop one level below that, and there's Matt Gerdner and Chris Chandler. And these motherfuckers are nasty too, right? And they just waiting.
If we have any push out there, if our words matter, at all. And clearly, it went from the Dubai invite to now a 32 open. So it could work. I've just got to put it out there. When arm wrestling comes back, and if Wall or anybody in Dubai and anyone
well, nobody should
it,
steal my. No more people should steal my format, please.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm going to do it, Gary. I'm the dude.
I'm just saying generically. If somebody's going to come put in money, I get it. Michael Todd and Devin Larratt, they love the big paydays where they have a super match. But I am not excited.
Boring.
As an arm wrestling fan, I am not excited. I am not excited.
Michael Todd and Devin Larratt get run the fuck over if the real tournament comes, man. I'm telling you right now.
And that's not even that's not even really my point. My point is two guys. Like, I'm going to come in with big money, and I'm going to invite the two best lightweight, the two best middleweight, and then we're going to have 4 big super matches.
Kill yourself.
It's going to be the biggest tournament of 2021. This does not excite me one iota. I don't care who's in the matchups. What you said, 40 of the toughest guys.
How about not 40? How about a 192-man bracket with everybody in that mug?
Well, that's what I'm saying. These super matches, I get it. They can be fun, but I'm not into it. I'm just not.
Not after the third match. My God. Get the fuck off the stage.
Yeah.
Get 2 new people up here immediately. One of you is terrible. And the other one's turned into a complete jerk face now because he's a winner. Like,
you brought up a good point. The super matches are good if it's close, but what if it's not close? Then I'm checked out.
Nothing matters after you're up 2-0. Everything else is got an asterisk by it. Like, there had to be some weird call. There had to be some endurance thing come into it. You know.
Okay,
Ridiculous.
So you set the stage for me to kind of perspective-wise with Schoolboy. So you're saying if Schoolboy is at your seminar, Corey West would just crush him?
He runs right through him. Yeah, he would have had trouble with the guy before that, the freaking cowboy, Brokeback Mountain stud that got second. What was his name?
Caleb.
Yes. Now, it depends on if Schoolboy would have caught Caleb first or if it would have been with Corey. But, yeah, Corey's running through the Schoolboy like he ain't even there, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so did you – okay, what about Larry Wheels? Do you pay attention to that guy? Like,
man. What? Listen, man, I am extraordinarily impressed with Larry Wheels. I mean, you know how hard it is to get a human being with his influence to legitimately put that shit on the line like that and take that ass whipping and do it and be as cool as shit. Like, he's the epitome of what we need from the arm wrestling world is participation. It's all good, bro. Like, I understand that I am new at this. I have got a million attributes better than yours, but you do have this one thing. And you don't even have to do the 15 million things I'm good at. I just want to fuck with what you're working with. And I'm going to tell you, man, his camera guy is a old beast friend of mine. And his name is Adam Silvers, and he has been with Larry, I don't know. I mean, it's been a while now, 5 years maybe.
You know his camera guy?
I don't know him. His camera guy's my dude, right? His camera guy and me met at Dave Patton's house just as training buddies. And then, so we're hanging out forever. Then we separate. He goes to New York, changes, becomes a whole different person. The guy I met was a 200-pound power lifter that looked fucking crazy awesome. Beast. 5'5", about 200, right? Yeah. Jacked up traps, chest, everything. I don't see him anymore. He shows up at the Arnold Classic when me and you are working the Biotech booth. when the booth was hot, right? Yeah. And this camera guy now shows up. He's 5'5", 275, and he ain't did a push-up in a minute. He looked like your ass changed from flat, but the other way, right? Now, no big deal to me because I'm a chubby guy. I hated him more when he was all jacked up, right? But he shows up, and now he's got 3 of the best-looking dudes I ever seen in my life. And you maybe remember these guys because my wife was there. She's like, who the fuck? And what now? He's in the fitness world as a video photographer, and he's one of the hottest motherfuckers shooting for Bustle and Fitness and all these great damn catalogs, right?
Interesting.
And I'm like, and he's like, yo, Trav, what's up? And I'm like, what's up with you, motherfucker? I know you. He's like, don't act stupid. If you remember, I used to kick your ass. And you know what? The motherfucker was so good deep inside that at times at practice, I couldn't beat the motherfucker. You know what I mean? He was a beast. And I remember he actually beat my buddy Travis Titus. You remember Travis? They were in the same weight class, kind of amateurs. So they'd be in there, and Adam had a little stronger hook than him. So
that's Larry Wheels' video.
That's Larry Wheels' personal camera guy. Always with him all the time, right?
What?
Now, Larry's introduction to arm wrestling was with me, right? So fast forward, I see him at the Arnold. He tells me who he is. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Then he gets me the Man Mom job.
Wait a minute. I didn't know. Wait. This whole time I didn't know you had any relationship.
I talked to Adam about Larry and where the fuck he was and how we need Larry.
I didn't realize
love Larry. Now, here's the problem.
Hold on, wait. Tell me, he got you the Man Mom job, Adam?
Yeah, Adam got me the Man Mom job. He called me one day. He said, yo, I got a gig where you got to dress as a woman. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. He said, it's $3,000 a day. I said, I'm in. So for 3 days in Martinsville. So that was one of the highest paid gigs I ever had back in the day. And I'll tell you a funny fucking story about that. A funny story how I lost that job. Terrible. You ready for it?
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, let me finish the Adam story, right? So Adam shows up at the Arnold, and he's got these fitness models. And these fitness models, one of them was so strong. And that was the day that I realized at the Arnold, the skinny fitness model dudes are the strongest arm wrestling guys. I don't know how or what it is, but they got it, right? So me and Adam kept in touch, throughout that situation. And one day he calls me and is like, yo, is there any way that you could do this gig? And I'm like, hell yeah, for $9,000, I'm in. So I do the Man Mom thing. He has a partner name is Topher. Okay. So as it goes on, and I get this Topher dude, he starts handling the Man Mom account as we're leading up to it. Cause Adam's busy as shit. Motherfucker's like the man in New York City, the man. So so Topher's setting shit up, and then I do the gig, and he says, hey man, Combos wants to do this nationwide with Man Mom and arm wrestling and you. And I'm like,
yeah, baby.
So I get told to do a couple things, right? Picture this, do that, do that. Well, I talked to Topher. He says, yo, you got to do this. I do it. I thought. Adam calls me. He's like, yo, man, you got to do this. Topher said you got to do this. I'm like, yo, I did it. Topher calls me. Hey, he calls me, 3 months later. Hey, this is what we need to do. I'm like, yo, I already did that. You remember the Google thing? I said, and it's real easy anyway. Like, all you got to do is go to Google Travis Bagent Pics. You can have all the photos you want. Why the fuck do I got to send them to you? You're the guy, right? But I'm thinking this in my head. But I'm saying it. And then Adam calls me. He's like, hey, man, Topher really needs to land this account, and we're having trouble. I'm like, what trouble? Right? Boom, boom. Couple more phone calls. All of a sudden, the one phone call comes. I remember. I'm in the Timberland outlet. I'm getting some Timbs, right? So I'm trying to get the color, and I get the phone call, and it's from Adam Silver Management. I'm fully thinking it's Adam, right? What's up, stud? Right? The lady asked me a question about the Timberland boots and what I'm doing, this and that. And I don't get the fact that it's not Adam. It's Topher. And Topher says something about getting some piece of literature for the Man Mom project. And I don't hear it well enough. And I thought what he said was, Topher needs you to call him so he can get the Man Mom information. And I said, my God, is Topher a fucking retard?
No.
How many fucking times? How bad at your fucking job could you be? It's not that fucking hard to do what you are asking me to do. How could we be delayed this fucking long? What the fuck? Do you know what I'm talking about, Adam? Is he that retarded?
Oh, no, you didn't, bro.
I swear to God. And the guy says, this is Topher. We will no longer be working together. Thank you. Quick.
No way.
There went the Man Mom project.
No. No. Oh, Travis.
What is wrong with me? Just like the Devin thing. You better fix that shit, man.
Oh, man. I
tried
to tell
we
you.
will send him some Western Survivor
I tried
beef
to tell
jerky.
You. I tried to tell you.
Hey, listen,
okay. So
you got 48 hours to fix that, or I'm getting rid of your ass, and I ain't fucking with none of y'all anymore.
So you said you met
me
Larry.
problems.
You said you met Larry Wheels.
Oh yeah. So then after that, me and Adam laugh about that. You know, a year later. I don't even know if Topher ever told him, but I told him, and so we laughed about it. Then he tells me that he did a couple projects with Mike Aiello in the arm wrestling world, and once again confirmed that arm wrestling fucking sucks. You know, can't make any money and stuff. So, and then he disappears for a few years, and then bang.
Wait, who wants to confirm arm wrestling sucks?
Well, Adam confirmed it because he also got out of that modeling world for a second, and I saw him filming with Mike Aiello a little bit. He's real good buddies with Mike Aiello. So I was like, oh, shit, this would be good, some professional stud like this guy. But then he's like, yeah, I even think it had something to do with content. If I remember, he didn't like just the way it was or whatever. And the arm wrestlers were bitching about quality and shit or whatever. So he kind of gets out of it, resurfaces in San Diego. I'm running the Alan Fisher Invitational. I had 15 guys paying $100, $1,500 pot, plus I put $500 in, $2,000. They went at it. It was awesome. Alan, I don't know if Alan won or not. I don't think Alan won. I can't remember. Josue Serna may have won. But make a long story short, it was at the bench press competition in San Diego. It was awesome at the convention center. And right there's Adam. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, I'm here with Larry Wheels. I'm like,
Who the fuck's Larry Wheels?
but then, of course, I didn't know it, but Larry Wheels was the coolest motherfucker in the place.
Yeah.
The coolest powerlifting guy anywhere. So then, and he had a buddy, and they both came over, and I showed him how to do a little bit. And I was even going to do a thing where I let Larry win, but the sponsor lady came over there, and she's like, listen, we gave you a lot of money. The sponsors are here, so just don't lose. So then I went and told him, I'm like, we can't really do it unless I win. So it's not really worth it. It's funner for guys like Larry when they get to win. Makes it a lot easier to get them to do it. Yeah. So we ended up not doing it. But come to find out, Larry would have been cool with losing. Like, Larry's like the coolest guy in the world. So, and I thought that what he did.
So you never felt him?
I did. I grabbed him behind the screen and showed him how to pull a little bit. And, the fucking guy felt amazing to me. I mean, that was 3-4 years ago. At least 3 years.
So was it Adam who planted the seed? Like the
it had to be
seed?
100%. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Adam was an amateur arm wrestling motherfucker, boy. Beast. I mean, beast.
Wow.
I mean, I hope that we can somehow get back to this story with Adam and Larry, right, together on how all this transpired. Because I tell you, I would love to come hang out with Larry Wheels. We would love to come to Dubai and shoot and film and teach. I will give Larry every bit of information I got. I love that dude.
The internet, the comments are saying, hey, when's Travis going to Dubai? I didn't realize you had a
I've talked to Adam. Now listen, Adam has not yet said, Travis, we love you, we want you. And he knows me all about arm wrestling. So there could be a reason that I have not been to Dubai. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if
I
Adam
was
really hates me
curious.
or what it is, but I think he
I
loves
was
me.
I was curious. Flights are like $900 from Chicago
I
to
got you.
Dubai.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't want just $900, but I'm willing to come hang out. I just needed some time to pick up a couple local sponsors,
And I will be right there.
which would be very easy to do.
I don't. One,
Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that the guys at Western Survivor will pick up that tab no problem. And
so
we will have a kit for Larry Wheels as soon as we get there. All the beef jerky the fucking guy wants.
potential sponsor. Imagine this: Gary Roberts documents Travis on a trip to Dubai.
Yes.
Intertwined Larry Wheels, Adam.
You get that whole thing done, $10,000, no problem.
Booyah!
Because you got to take your wife, and we got to take Casey. Got to make sure that's what we got to do. Take care of our peeps. Take care of the ones that love us.
So let's bring it together. That's interesting. You have that backstory. So did you watch Schoolboy and Larry arm wrestle?
I did.
Like, does this Larry guy, he really wants to become a good arm wrestler? I thought perhaps.
It's obvious. It is obvious to me that he does, and that right-handed, I think he's got a chance.
Yeah, like left-handed and right seem very.
Yeah, I believe Schoolboy must be left-handed. See, that's another thing. You got to watch me. I'm so selfish. Motherfucker tell me something, I'll be like, man, he ain't even no good right-handed. And somebody say, man, he had his right arm cut off in Vietnam. I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't even notice he wasn't right-handed. So there's a chance that Schoolboy is just straight up a left-handed beast. That is possible because Alex is way better left-handed than he is right-handed. Yeah. So that is possible.
So Schoolboy and Larry arm wrestled left. Then Khalid, the guy, I guess they say he is very inexperienced. Arm wrestled right, and he actually gave. So some of the internet's not believing.
He won. He beat Schoolboy.
So is Schoolboy injured right-handed? I
don't think so. I think that
I was surprised there was that
man-child.
So what was your takeaway from the Larry Wheels match and then the Khalid match?
I mean, the fact is that's the way it should be. If you are a kid that grew up with arm wrestling in your life and you meet a 30-year-old man that just started arm wrestling and one that has been lifting weights, a lot of weights. So usually big-time weightlifters spend a lot of time with their wrist back, right? Whether they're doing front squats, whether they're pressing, whether they're bench pressing, a lot of stuff they do, not necessarily thinking about a false grip in a controlling situation when it comes to arm wrestling. So they have a lot of trouble with that connection. And as soon as, their wrist is compromised, I mean, my goodness, you just have to be an absolute beast. And I'll tell you what I noticed too, Larry's going to hurt his right arm too. His left bicep is already torn off. But I could see in that match with Schoolboy, when Schoolboy went in the straight Kings move, Larry surged, and it was dangerous. So don't be surprised, Larry, if you don't need to relax a little bit, do a lot more.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Just awkward situations during a match. Like I pick up on those, and I can see them immediately. Just dangerous situations for guys that are super duper strong when they get in strange arm wrestling positions, yet they don't recognize it, so they surge exactly the same, right? I mean, one thing you have to learn is once the guy does the King's move, as he's falling into it, there's no reason for you to hit. You should relax and posture until he gets to his destination, right? Because there's just a lot of awkward movements that can take place in a close match. And if you're not conditioned, which I don't think Larry is, and I think that's probably how he twinged his arm a little bit anyway. He said he was doing some curls, but I bet you if he's been training arm wrestling, that's probably where the nagging is coming from. So just need to be careful. I mean, I saw it. Paul Italia was arm wrestling, a few weeks before he hurt his arm. And I'm like, man, rewind. You see that right there, 233. Yeah. You better check that spot right there. That's a strange spot where you tried to finish you did it with just an aggressive movement without really thinking about it. you got to be careful because
Arm wrestlers
hurt.
Arm wrestlers having to have that tendon strength. Do bodybuilders have that tendon strength?
I mean, everyone has it. It's just you have to know that if you start arm wrestling and you don't have strong tendons and strong muscles, as you get stronger muscles, you get stronger tendons. If you start off with unbelievably strong muscles, enhanced strong muscles, you got to make sure that those tendons can catch up to that, which requires a ton of movement and stuff. So you just got to be careful. I mean, anybody that I don't know how many people have my eye for what I see. However, if other people that are intelligent, or at least we think they are intelligent in arm wrestling, can watch that match, that first match with, actually it wasn't the first match. It was the second match, I think, right-handed, where Schoolboy kind of went straight up King's move. And there were some awkward movements, and I think it ended with the Larry Wheels elbow foul maybe. But it was just, there were some spots there where
that was
you just
Khalid
got to be
or
careful.
Larry?
It was Larry after Khalid beat Schoolboy, then Larry pulled him right-handed, and Larry won. But it was there were some awkward positions in that match that Larry should be careful because, Larry's got a huge career. Hey, what's up with the court case with Leonard and Denise and us? Thought about it?
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah, let's do that. We need a panel.
Should we just do it? Do I have to? Hold on. Let's
Well,
finish.
I have to give my side. Then you have to have Leonard and Denise give their side. And then you have to.
Yeah, but do we do your side and force them?
Or, they don't. Yeah, well, they don't have to accept. But I would like to give my side and then have, even with what my information is, I've told my story to some people, and they tell me I still owe the motherfucker money. So not everybody agrees with me. So I'd like to put it out there to see what's up.
Okay, let's finish with Larry Wheels. Is bodybuilding and arm wrestling something you could do both, or do you have to pick one or the other?
Oh, I think that Larry just showed us that you can do a whole lot of things, right? As long as you are willing to take your lumps, right? I mean, Larry is a stud strength athlete who is amazingly taking on this journey, and it's super impressive that he's that humble and that sure of himself that he can do that. It's awesome. I mean,
his voice.
The arm wrestling world has a huge friend there. I mean, that's a solid addition.
For some reason, his voice is very, like when I hear it, I don't know.
It doesn't belong on that dude.
It's like a little. Anyways,
well,
weird.
His girlfriend is super hot, so don't get it twisted with that voice. His girl is.
What are you talking
super
about?
hot.
It's like a deep voice. It's like a deep. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was a little soft. I thought it was soft.
No, it sounds augmented, almost like when I slow down your voice and it gets that kind of deep. It almost sounds computer generated slightly. Anyways, so I mean, it can only be good for arm wrestling, right? If a guy who's hugely popular in this world decides that he wants to be. So there's two ways. I kind of thought, and I wasn't sure if the Juji Mufu, like, if they were just doing arm wrestling as like.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a collaboration.
I know, but like these famous people, it's like every week you got to find something different and catchy and try.
Amen.
Like, and it's like, and then you move on. Like, is arm wrestling just this catchy, cool thing you do, or do you
I think that Adam gives us a legitimate chance that Larry could be serious, you know, about arm wrestling. Which, can you imagine what he'll be like very soon? It won't take long.
So this guy Khalid, the internet seems to be like, oh, all of a sudden he should be in the top 32, or he should be.
Listen,
is he?
I mean, I just told you Schoolboy could finish in the 23rd or something in there. So Khalid's finishing 22nd at least. So
did you see an inexperienced? When I watched that guy. Well, hold on. My knowledge level is like, I can't see the difference. He looks like he can arm wrestle to me. I can't see inexperience. Whereas like you guys, If someone says, "Oh, this guy has,"
here's the thing: he did a bad job at starting with no pressure and getting into his pressure. He needed to start with pressure already being applied. So that's, to me, showed his inexperience. Right now, it doesn't matter. Every one of us that went through that inexperience, that we understand that when you arm wrestle potentially people that are as strong as you, you don't want to let them feel your power and not have a way to move within the grip, right?
So what should he have done different on the setup?
If he's more comfortable, he would learn how to stand up erect and have the starting position be locked into that to handle pressure, but not having to apply pressure.
You're pulling too soon. Let me do it. It will be easier.
Him having to apply pressure kept Schoolboy letting go of the pressure because he couldn't handle it, and it took a long time for the referee. It took too long for the referee.
Too long.
Hey, frankly, I fast forwarded most of that bullshit. It was terrible. Now, I do understand that that's the way that people start arm wrestling like that. They let two people get a grip, fight it, and they try to find the middle ground, try to find the elbow or the thumb knuckles, and the guy tried his best. However, we both know wholeheartedly that the very best way to do it now is to line them up, tell them to close their thumbs, tell them to close their hands, and say go. And then immediately after that, say foul or win, and then restart the process. The whole come to the side, wrist, knuckles, get the fuck out of here with that.
Get out of here with that.
Yeah, no one does that anymore. It's terrible.
So is there okay, I get what you say, it's faster. But
not really faster, but however, here's the thing. If we both get pressure and get a good old-fashioned tug, it has nothing to do with being in the top 20 at the WAL, where it is all about the start and the setup and the fucking sucker punch. So that's all I'm saying. Don't show me. I was just talking to people bench pressing and then ask me how they're going to do in the squat fucking competition.
I posted a clip of Tom Nelson complaining about no load because Mike Gould at the NAA one, he didn't load at all, and Tom was bitching. So the way you just described the match with Khalid.
Yes, you do.
Keep Michelle. You have to load.
Where's the load? You do not. Hey, you told me there was loading, so did Pete. I put money down for a loading tournament. Now I get up here and refs are telling me no?
What happens if somebody
Khalid, just like a lot of new arm wrestlers, lock in their hands first, then they squeeze their elbow into their body, and they lock in their lats and their chest. And when you come to the tournament where the money's on the line, everyone's going to put you in a set grip where you have to lock in your feet and work it back up, knowing that everything needs to be locked in except for your hand. And that your hand can only close. It cannot close and wrist curl and squeeze, right? You can't do all that.
And
now,
that's a load? That's a load?
That's anything that changes the connection location. Because you are not comfortable being here, you need to be squeezed in here, and you need to squeeze and pull back, and you need me to hold you there. But I'm not going to do it because I know that I have these fast twitch muscles, and so does other people, that they would rather start with zero and see if you can then get to that spot where Khalid already wants to be. And I get it. And listen, everyone's going to let him do that at practice. But he's going to find out when he takes that flight and he goes a long way over here and they say go, boom, and it's it. Because there's a difference between guys that can start in the middle of the table and get to their spot as opposed to guys that need that pressure to already have the match started kind of before go.
Okay, so you just talked about the grip. What I remember, close your thumbs, and then if I close my hands too high, The guy complained that I was covering his knuckle, and that's not fair. Show me the knuckle. Show me the knuckle. Okay, but in the grip you're talking about,
But no,
yes,
that's
it's
not true
bad.
either. What you're saying would happen only when you are negotiating your own grip. If you were in a set grip and you covered the guy's thumb, or the referee would close your hand,
Right.
there will be
but,
no pressure during that.
right,
so
but that's what I'm saying. But
That's what they did not do. What they did not do over there was go to any kind of a set grip.
Yeah,
They
no.
made
I'm
you
now
do it.
I'm now talking about, you just brought up, this is the best way to do it. Close your thumbs, close your hands, go. But when you do that, close your fingers, what's stopping me from totally going high and
Me calling a foul as soon as you close your thumb, as soon as you cover it, or your opponent's. So it's sometimes
but
it's
does
close your
that
thumb,
happen?
close your hands, one foul, closing too high. Restart, close your thumbs, close your hands, wrist curl, 2 fouls. Close your thumb, close your hand, go. That's way faster than this bullshit.
But are you saying that nobody gets an advantage in that? Close your thumbs, close
Not
your
if the
fingers, go.
not if the referee calls fouls when they happen.
Yeah. Seems pretty hard to do.
What does?
To see it. Like that.
Well, how can it be
tournament
hard?
in
You're right
Texas,
there. You're right
Close
here.
your thumbs. Close your fingers,
Michael Todd's a terrible ref. Everybody told me to let Michael Todd ref, boy.
Woo! Shaky.
Shaky. You will see me ref in Portland, and then you will understand exactly why. I can't understand why everyone doesn't do it just like me. But the fact of the matter is, add refereeing to the best fucking referee in the world is right here. I'm the best arm wrestler, the best announcer, the best bracket guy, and the best referee.
I thought Leonard Harkless was the best referee.
Leonard is a piece of jerk. Terrible ref. First of all, he has arthritis or some shit. The motherfucker can't even move. Yeah, he is terrible. I hate that guy. I hate that guy.
Oh my God! We can't
I
be making
hate
fun of
that
a
guy.
person's
Fuck Leonard
disability.
Harkless. Bam. But
Okay,
if Leonard would like to buy some Western Survivor beef jerky, I will send that shit right to his house.
Okay, I got some stuff to do. We're gonna have to pick up Pulling John on the next episode.
You're the man. Hit me tomorrow.
Hope you like the content. Thanks for stopping by. Please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Now click that little bell icon so you get notified. This was Gary Roberts and Travis Bagent live.
Damn it!
Do something else. Don't ever say them 2 names to me